Do you want to know an hour of amazing facts? Okay, this video is for you. Before starting, don't forget to subscribe for more mind-blowing curiosities. Let's start. Imagine wading through a swamp without getting your feet dirty. Well, the Bana tribe of Ethiopia has it down. Their secret: no rain boots, no boats. Stilts up to 6.5 feet high. With gravity-defying agility, the Bana glide through muddy terrain like circus acrobats, crossing rivers, tall grass, and treacherous puddles without breaking a sweat. Especially during the rainy season, when the ground becomes a sticky trap, their stilts become their best ally. Zion Clark is living proof that determination knows no limits. He was born with caudal regression syndrome, which stunted the development of his legs, but that didn't stop him. With impressive speed, he broke the world record by covering 65.6 feet on his hands in just 4.78 seconds. He's not only fast, but also strong. He's an MMA fighter and has emerged victorious in bouts. Meet the International Highline Meeting, a festival that sounds relaxed, but is quite a challenge. Imagine hanging in hammocks tens of meters high atop Mount Piana in the Dolomites of the Italian Alps. Attendees, known as slackers, embark on this extreme adventure. Although it may seem like a peaceful event, it has everything: kitchens, a bar, music, and even activities like tandem paragliding or suspended yoga. Meet Danny Huane, a mechanical design genius who creates animatronics that are as surprising as they are fun. One of his most striking inventions is a Snoop Dogg on a tricycle that glides stylishly through the neighborhood, and even looks like he's about to light a cigarette. But that's not all. Huang always surprises with new creations, such as a xenomorph playing the piano or an animatronic trio performing Johnny Cash's Folsom Prison Blues. Meet the Chukudu, the wooden all-terrain vehicle from the Democratic Republic of the Congo. This ingenious hybrid of a motorcycle and bicycle is made of eucalyptus wood and recycled tire wheels. Don't be fooled by its simple appearance. It can carry up to 1,760 pounds of cargo. Created by local artisans, the Chukudu is the perfect solution for navigating difficult roads and has become a symbol of ingenuity and resilience. Imagine sleeping in a Boeing 727, but instead of soaring through the skies, you're surrounded by the Costa Rican rainforest. At the Hotel Costa Verde, a vintage 1965 aircraft has been transformed into a luxurious suite with panoramic views of Manuel Antonio. This plane, which once flew with South Africa Air and Avianca, now rests among the trees, offering rustic accommodations with all the modern amenities. The best part? A private terrace to relax while enjoying nature. In 2022, skydiver Luigi Cani carried out an incredible mission to reforest the Amazon. He dropped 100 million seeds from an airplane. His goal was to plant hundreds of thousands of trees in an area of 100 square kilometers, but opening the box mid-fall at 6,000 feet nearly cost him his fingers. Still, he succeeded, and the plan worked perfectly. Thanks to their 95% germination rate, these seeds will quickly grow to 50 meters in height without the need for human intervention. Meet Shoji Morimoto, the man who has turned doing nothing into a profitable business. In Tokyo, he offers a unique service, hiring himself out as a neutral companion for those who just need someone to share a coffee with, attend an event, or simply be present. No advice, no deep conversations, just his discreet company. His unique profession has earned him a constantly growing clientele and, most surprisingly, about $80,000 a year for literally doing nothing. Meet the Guitar Hotel in Hollywood, Florida, the world's first guitar-shaped hotel. Standing 450 feet tall, this hotel has such an impressive design that the building's lights simulate guitar strings, projecting beams of light into the sky at over 20,000 feet above sea level. You can see it from miles away. And it's not just a luxury hotel, but a unique experience. Every day, light shows synchronized with music immerse guests in an incredible visual spectacle. With 638 rooms that rarely cost less than $500 a night, it's a place where you can enjoy a truly unforgettable experience. Meet Dobry Dobrev, a man who left his comfortable life behind to live as a homeless person, but with a much greater purpose. Nicknamed the Holy Fool, Dobry donated all the money he collected to charities, orphanages, and churches. His generosity was so great that, over time, he moved into a church annex where he spent his final days. Throughout his life, he donated millions of dollars to the Bulgarian Orthodox Church. Many Bulgarians called him Grandpa Dobry or Elder Dobry, and considered him a saint for his tireless dedication to church restoration. Did you know there's a profession dedicated to collecting white truffles? That's right. It's called a truffle farmer, and their job is to find these coveted mushrooms. White truffles are so valuable that they can fetch over $6,000 per kilo. But truffle farmers are very jealous of their secrets, and not only do they hide their favorite spots, but they also park their vehicles far away so no one discovers their secret locations. Check out the Châtillon-Car Cemetery, a truly fascinating place in Belgium. More than 500 vintage vehicles were abandoned there after World War II. The American soldiers, unable to take their cars home, parked them in a forest in the hopes of retrieving them one day. But transportation costs were so high that none of the cars were ever claimed. As time passed, nature took over, covering the vehicles in moss and rust. Imagine playing Jenga, but with construction machines. In the most epic event in the history of the game, the world's largest Jenga game was played using caterpillar machines. Each of the 27 pine blocks measured 94.5 inches long and weighed 600 pounds. A true challenge. The game lasted 28 hours, and the operators managed to remove 16 blocks before the structure collapsed. With the help of excavators and telehandlers, the goal was to move one block at a time without knocking down the tower, using only caterpillar machines and attachments. King Koi Coffee Garden is a restaurant where you can dine surrounded by 3,000 koi fish swimming around the tables. These beautiful, colorful fish create a relaxing atmosphere while you enjoy your meal. The experience of dining alongside them makes every visit special. Aiden Scipio, Anguilla's national team striker and Ring Lawn CFC star, shines not only for his talent on the pitch, but also for his impressive hair, considered the longest in world football. As a child, he defied the adversities of playing in a country with a low FIFA ranking, but his passion took him far. Today, at 34, he continues to dominate the midfield and leave his mark in every match and in every photo. His mane is almost as iconic as his game, and watching him run is a spectacle in itself. Kristina Ozturk, a Russian woman, was 23 years old in 2021 and was already the mother of 11 children. But her ambition doesn't stop there. Her goal is to have more than 100. Surprisingly, she only gave birth to her first daughter. The others were conceived by surrogate mothers, a process financed by her husband, a Turkish tycoon. Kristina plans to have 105 children before turning 30 and be the mother of the largest family in the world. Meet Graham Sama, the Ugandan boy who, at 7 years old, is already piloting airplanes and dreams of going into space with Elon Musk. His passion for airplanes was born at age 3, when he began learning to fly at an academy. This little genius is so bright that he can solve math and science problems that are more complex for older children. But how did it all begin? An accident changed his life. A police helicopter flew so low near his house that it broke the roof of his grandmother's house. From that moment on, something inside him clicked, and his obsession with airplanes took off. Get ready to meet the dog-headed spider. No, it's not a strange experiment or a doctored photo, but a real arachnid called the bunny harvestman, who lives in the Amazon. Its appearance is so strange that some say it resembles a rabbit, others a cat, and some even a miniature dog. In the middle of the Namibian desert lies Kolmanskop, a ghost town that was once a thriving diamond mining center in the early 20th century. However, when the mines were exhausted in the 1950s, the people disappeared and sand took their place. Today, dunes have invaded the houses and buildings, creating a surreal landscape worthy of a post-apocalyptic film. Rooms are covered in sand, windows frame the endless desert, and the wind whispers stories of vanished wealth. In Bolivia, there's a road not for the faint of heart, the dreaded death route, officially known as the Yungas Road. This highway, which connects La Paz to Coroico, winds through the Andes with extreme slopes, treacherous curves, and only a few barriers between the asphalt and the abyss. Although its reputation for danger is well-deserved, thrill seekers have turned it into a cult destination. In India, Ram Singh Chauhan holds a record worthy of admiration and a lot of patience. He has the longest mustache in the world, measuring an impressive 14 feet 1 inch. He's been growing it for over 30 years, and his secret is meticulous daily care with special oils and combs. His mustache is not only his pride, but it has also made him a celebrity, taking him to exclusive events and television programs. In Poland, there's a sport that takes competition to the next level: Polish dragon boat racing. Imagine tug of war, but on the water and with oars. Two teams climb into the same boat and row in opposite directions, fighting to advance past the center line. Strength, strategy, and teamwork are key to avoiding being swept away by your opponent. In Tokyo, Japan, there's a colossal Gundam statue that looks like it came straight out of an anime. It's a life-size replica of the legendary RX-0 Unicorn Gundam, standing 64.6 feet tall and weighing 98,000 pounds of pure metal and nostalgia. But the best part is that it transforms. Its head and torso move, while a light show recreates the special effects from the series. Opened in 2017, this gigantic wonder in Odaiba is a true sanctuary for fans of anime and Japanese pop culture. A hotel in the trees? Yes, it exists. Deep in the Harads Forest, Sweden, the Tree Hotel offers rooms suspended in the air like fairy tale houses. These aren't ordinary cabins, however, but rather design masterpieces. A mirrored cube that blends in with the forest, a giant bird's nest, or even a futuristic capsule. Here, sleeping among the treetops is not only magical, but also sustainable. If you've ever dreamed of living like Tarzan, but in luxury and style, this is the perfect place. Meet Rani, the world's smallest cow. This tiny bovine from Bangladesh measures just 20 inches tall and 26 inches long, making her a true celebrity in the animal world. At 23 months old, she's 4 inches shorter than her competitor, Manikyam, who held the record at 24 inches. Rani isn't just a cow. She's a Guinness World Record holder with legs. In Japan, there's a TV game show where contestants try to climb an incredibly slippery ladder to reach an envelope at the top. It looks easy, but every step is chaotic: epic falls, unexpected slips, and guaranteed laughter. The contestants hang on as best they can, while the audience is entertained by their hilarious struggles. Some manage to reach the top, but most end up sliding to the ground. At the Benito Villamarin Stadium, thousands of stuffed animals flew from the stands in a moving gesture of solidarity. During the match against SDI Bar on match day 17 of the 2018 to 2019 season, Betis fans threw toys onto the pitch. The shower of stuffed animals turned the grass into a sea of color, all to brighten up the Christmas season for underprivileged children. Twitter's iconic logo, the familiar little blue bird, has a curious story behind it. The bird's original name was Larry, in honor of NBA legend Larry Bird. One of Twitter's co-founders, Biz Stone, is a huge Boston Celtics fan and decided to pay tribute to the legendary player. Although the logo has evolved over time, Larry's spirit remains present in every tweet. Lois Gibson is a true hero of art and justice. With her talent for drawing, she has helped capture more than 1,300 criminals, based solely on victims' accounts. Her accuracy is so astonishing that it has landed her in the Guinness Book of World Records as the world's most successful forensic artist. She works for the Houston Police Department, where her pencil has become a powerful weapon against crime. In some regions of the U.S., coyotes and badgers make an amazing hunting team. While the coyote pursues ground squirrels above ground, the badger burrows below to block their escape. This incredible collaboration increases their chances of success, although they don't always share the meal. It's a true dynamic duo of nature, worthy of a wild action movie. The Weeped Sonics Expander isn't just any electric motorcycle, it's a real bullet on wheels. With a top speed of up to 87 miles per hour, this futuristic beast combines power and style in a single vehicle. Its aerodynamic design and advanced technology make it one of the fastest electric motorcycles in the world. Cuban Eric Hernandez took the art of ball control to the next level. With extraordinary endurance, he kept the ball in the air for more than 12 hours without it touching the ground, securing a place in the Guinness World Record. While others tire in minutes, he turned his skill into an almost superhuman feat. Imagine holding the ball for that long without losing it. His control is definitely worthy of a true soccer master. Famed tennis player Jessica Pegula comes from a family with a sports empire. Her parents, Terry and Kim, own the Buffalo Bills and the Buffalo Sabres, so her life has always been surrounded by the big leagues. But on the court, she proves that her success comes not just from her family name, but from her talent and effort. In Northern Ireland, the Carrick-a-Rede suspension bridge is a challenge for the brave. Suspended 98 feet above turbulent waters, every step makes the structure creak as the wind sways it. Some tourists cross it with excitement, others with trembling legs and racing hearts. Faik Bolkiah is not only known for his time at Leicester City, but also comes from one of the richest families on the planet. His family controls the Brunei Investment Agency, with a fortune exceeding $20 billion. Furthermore, Faik is the nephew of the Sultan of Brunei, Hassan al-Bolkiah, one of the richest men in the world. Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport, USA, holds the title of being the world's busiest airport. With 94 million passengers a year, it feels like a city within an airport. The reason for its popularity is not only its size. Atlanta is a key hub for global business, attracting thousands of travelers every day. The crow is a true master of deception. This clever bird not only has a sharp beak for manipulating objects, but it can also mimic the sounds of other animals, even humans. With its ability to deceive predators, the crow has earned the reputation of being the smartest animal on the planet. Imagine a car that not only goes on the road, but also underwater. The Scuba, the world's first underwater car, was created in 2008 by the Swiss company Rinspeed. Equipped with twin propellers and special engines, this vehicle floats on water, but when a hatch is opened, it floods and becomes a real submarine. Who wouldn't want to drive on the road and then dive underwater to explore the seabed? The famous reggaeton and trap singer Mike Towers is actually called Michael Torres. His stage name is simply an English translation of his real name, which makes it even more interesting. Sometimes artists' name choices have funny stories or simple touches of creativity. In New Zealand's Waiotapu, you'll find one of the most amazing natural wonders, the Champagne Pool. This large pool of boiling water is famous for its bubbling bubbles and its blue-green color, caused by the minerals present in its waters. The constantly boiling hot springs create a fizzy effect, similar to that of a champagne glass. It's like watching natural champagne fizz on Earth. It's not a place for swimming, but its beauty and rarity make it a spectacular attraction for visitors. The Conrad Rangali in the Maldives holds the title of being the world's largest underwater hotel. This luxurious paradise features the planet's first underwater suite and an underwater restaurant where you can dine while observing marine life. Built with an investment of $15 million, the hotel offers a unique experience, sleeping 16.4 feet below sea level. Of course, this luxury comes at a price, with stays starting at $50,000 per night. If you've ever dreamed of sleeping underwater, you can do it in style here. The sea dragon is one of the most surprising and fascinating fish in the ocean. Belonging to the same family as seahorses and pipefish, it shares some characteristics with both. Its long, slender body is covered with filaments and leaf-like appendages, allowing it to blend in perfectly with the seaweed. With a long, narrow snout, like that of a pipefish, it uses this siphon to suck up tiny microscopic crustaceans. Thanks to its incredible camouflage, the sea dragon blends in so well with its surroundings that it's almost impossible to spot. Antalya, known as the City of Waterfalls, is a true natural paradise. Among its wonders is the Dudin Waterfall, which plunges directly into the Mediterranean, creating a breathtaking spectacle. But Antalya isn't just famous for its waterfalls. Its crystal-clear beaches, such as Konyaaltı and Lara, are also perfect for relaxing. With more than 300 days of sunshine a year, it's the ideal destination for those seeking sun, sea, and nature at its finest. In the heart of Sigiriya, Sri Lanka, stands the impressive Lion Rock, a 656-foot-high rock formation that dominates the surrounding landscape. Surrounded by a moat and a wall, this ancient fortress housed the palace of King Kashyapa in the 5th century. Before reaching the summit, visitors can enjoy the Hanging Gardens, a series of landscape terraces with pools and canals, making the climb a unique experience. In ancient times, purple dye was one of the most expensive and exclusive goods. It was obtained from the marine mollusk Bulinus brandaris, known for its ability to produce a purple secretion that was used to dye fabrics. This production process was so laborious and rare that only the most powerful could afford it, which is why it was known as royal purple. In fact, the dye was a symbol of wealth and status, reserved only for royalty and high dignitaries. Due to its high cost, gold was sometimes used to achieve this hue. The imperial coronation egg is one of the most fascinating jewels created by the legendary Peter Carl Fabergé in 1897. This Fabergé egg was commissioned to commemorate Tsarina Alexandra Fyodorovna, the Empress of Russia. Crafted with stunning detail under the supervision of the Fabergé workshops, it is a work of art that goes beyond jewelry, encapsulating a history of luxury, art, and the Russian monarchy. Fingal's Cave, on the island of Staffa, Scotland, is one of the country's most impressive natural wonders. This sea cave is famous for its hexagonal basalt columns, reminiscent of the famous Giant's Causeway in Northern Ireland. But the most curious thing is its name, Fingal's Cave, which comes from the Irish epic poem Ossian, despite the cave being located in Scotland. The basalt columns create a unique visual spectacle, making this corner of the world worthy of legends. The legendary Dolly Parton is not only a country star but also Miley Cyrus's godmother, and their bond is stronger than ever. Dolly, known for her unmistakable soprano voice and unique style, had known Miley since she was a baby. Over the years, she has played a protective role in Miley's life, whom she considers almost like a daughter. In fact, Dolly appeared in several episodes of Hannah Montana, playing Miley's aunt, a true familial and professional connection that has delighted fans. Don't forget to subscribe if you are enjoying the video. Bled Island in Slovenia is a dreamy place located in the middle of a stunning alpine lake. On the island stands a 15th century Baroque church with a bell tower that rises majestically over the water. The most fascinating thing about this place is a local tradition. Those who manage to ring the church bell see their wishes granted. Who wouldn't want to try their luck in this picturesque corner of the world? The city of Matera, in Italy, is the oldest in Europe and one of the oldest in the world, with a history spanning more than 9,000 years. Over the centuries, it has been influenced by various cultures, including the Arab, Roman, Byzantine, Renaissance, and Stone Age. Its inhabitants developed an impressive underground aqueduct and a system of canals and cisterns to store water, both from underground sources and from their roofs. These ingenious methods of water conservation have been key to their survival in such an arid environment. Furthermore, Matera's historic center, known as the Sassi, is famous for its rock-cut dwellings, which give it a unique appearance. Have you heard of the Ratatouille restaurant? The Bistrot Chez Rémy, located in Disneyland Paris, offers a unique experience inspired by the famous film. Its decor is stunning, with giant utensils such as spoons, forks, and bottles that immerse you in Rémy's fascinating animated world. With capacity for 370 people, the menu is full of French culinary delights, such as traditional ratatouille, duck confit, and exquisite crepes. In Bali, a peculiar hotel offers the opportunity to spend the night in a discarded airplane located on a cliff with breathtaking views. This Boeing 737, which stopped flying in 2014, has been transformed into a luxury accommodation that combines the adventure of flying with the comfort of home. The private jet villa, a project by entrepreneur Felix Demon, offers a unique experience where the unusual meets the cozy. Guests can experience the contrast of being inside an airplane converted into a luxurious retreat in the heart of Balinese paradise. This video shows Colombian singer Shakira amazed upon discovering a camera phone in Japan in 2002. It's amazing to see how, just over 2 decades ago, this technology was so innovative that it amazed even celebrities. The phone in question is the JSH04, the first commercially available camera phone. Watching Shakira fascinated as she tests the technology makes us reflect on how future advances, 20 years from now, could surprise us even more. Watch Cassie, a bipedal robot that broke a Guinness World Record by covering 328 feet in less than 25 seconds, marking the beginning of a new era in the development of fast robots. Her performance has demonstrated the impressive advancement of robotics in terms of speed and efficiency, taking this technology to new limits. The most surprising thing is that Cassie started and finished the race standing up. Now, the question is, do you think these robots will beat Usain Bolt in the future? Did you know that the famous musician Jon Bon Jovi is a true hero? In 2024, he intervened to save a 62-year-old woman trying to jump off a pedestrian bridge in Nashville while filming a music video. Noticing the situation, a member of his band and later Bon Jovi approached her to talk to her. With great empathy and calm, They manage to persuade him to return to a safe place. This action shows that, beyond his music, Bon Jovi has a big heart. Lava moves at a speed of about 25 miles per hour, while the average human can only run at about 9 miles per hour. This means that, in the event of an eruption, escaping volcanic flows is a virtually impossible mission. The speed of lava underscores its unstoppable destructive force, capable of overcoming any escape attempt in seconds. Although 25 miles per hour is the average, the exact speed depends on factors such as the composition of the material, the volume of magma, and the terrain it travels through. Do you know the fish that climbs? The Hawaiian rock-climbing goby is a fish measuring just 2 inches in length that has an impressive ability. It can scale waterfalls over 328 feet high. Using suction cups in its mouth and abdomen, it attaches itself to rocks and moves against the current, reaching calm waters where it lays its eggs, far from predators. This fish, although small, belongs to the catfish family and performs a unique feat in the animal world: climbing uphill. Discover the surprising Balenciaga bag, inspired by a bag of potato chips, which has captured the attention of the fashion world. This unique accessory, made with high-end materials, is priced at $1,800, fusing luxury with the everyday. The Spanish brand continues its trend of reinterpreting common objects and giving them a provocative twist, elevating them to luxury status. During the 2024 Met Gala, actor Michael Shannon surprised everyone by carrying this unusual bag. Janja Garnbret and Domen Shkovic, 2 of the world's most accomplished climbers, successfully completed the longest aid climbing route on the planet, the TRB chimney in Slovenia. This impressive route rises to 1,181 feet, making it the highest in Europe, and represents one of the toughest challenges in modern climbing. The challenge was sponsored by Red Bull, which added a touch of adventure and courage. With this feat, both athletes further cemented their reputation in the world of high-level climbing. Bungee jumping in Vanuatu is a curious adventure practiced by local tribes, where men jump from tall trees tied to vines as part of an initiation rite. This tradition, known as Nangol, symbolizes the transition from childhood to adulthood and the connection with the gods. The jump is made from platforms built into trees up to 98 feet high, with the vine as the only safety cord. Today, tourists can experience this modernized tradition on Vanuatu's famous bungee jump, an adrenaline-filled plunge with a spectacular view of the jungle. Did you know that Scotter Christensen, a member of the Harlem Globetrotters, holds the record for the longest time spinning a basketball on his nose? With an incredible time of 7.7 seconds, this feat demonstrates his exceptional dexterity and skills. Through this display of skill, he not only highlights his mastery of the basketball, but also his ability to perform unconventional tricks. Without a doubt, a unique demonstration of talent and precision. Naki sumo is a curious Japanese tradition in which babies wrestle in a sumo ring while participants try to make them cry. This ritual has a deep symbolic meaning, as babies crying is believed to ward off evil spirits and bring good luck and health. During the competition, the first baby to cry is declared the winner, and their crying is considered a sign of strength and vitality. Parents proudly participate in this festival, which is celebrated every 4th Sunday of April at shrines and temples across Japan. Atlanta Falcons mascot, Freddie Falcon, has achieved a Guinness World Record for the highest rope swing fall in an enclosed space. This incredible achievement took place at a special event, where Freddie jumped from an impressive height of 144 feet, surprising everyone in attendance. The jump has gone viral, leaving many in awe of Freddie's daring act. Shumuk is the world's most expensive fragrance, valued at $1.3 million, a price that reflects its exclusivity and the opulence of its design. The bottle, a true work of art, is decorated with 3,571 diamonds, pearls, and gold, making it a unique jewel. This 3-liter fragrance, housed in a Murano glass bottle, promises an unparalleled sensorial experience, as its scent lingers on the skin for up to 12 hours. Shumukh, whose name means high and mighty, is located in the United Arab Emirates and holds a place in the Guinness World Records for being the most expensive perfume on the planet. In El Salvador, there is a fascinating tradition known as the Fireball Festival, which dates back over 100 years. This event commemorates the eruption of the El Playón volcano in 1658, which forced the population to relocate. During the festival, participants throw fireballs at each other, wearing wet rags and special goggles for protection. The bravery of those involved highlights the extreme nature of this custom, which is part of the country's popular culture. Thus, this tradition lives on, commemorating a crucial part of Salvadoran history. Would you dare to participate? Mudskippers are truly relentless hunters that defy the conventions of the aquatic world. Although their natural habitat is mud flats and shallow waters, they do not hesitate to leave the mud to capture prey on land, jumping from one place to another with impressive agility. Despite being fish, these animals have the ability to move short distances out of water. Their dexterity and boldness make them one of the most striking examples of evolution in action. There are beaches with red sand around the world, and one of the best known is Red Slate Beach, located on Panjin Island, China. This unusual color is caused by the Suayeda salsa plant, which remains green during the summer, but transforms into a vibrant red in autumn. Although it's called a beach, it's not exactly like traditional beaches, as it has no sand or pebbles where you can rest. Instead of turquoise waters, what stands out here is the deep red hue that covers the ground, creating a unique landscape. This annual transformation turns the island into a natural spectacle that attracts thousands of tourists each year. Aristoteles Valeoritis managed to break his own Guinness World Record by dancing with 319 wine glasses balanced on his head, surpassing the 270 he had previously held. This impressive achievement, achieved at the age of 62, demonstrates his exceptional ability to maintain balance while moving to the beat of music. Valeoritis, a native of Cyprus and a security advisor by profession, has been working as a glass dancer since 1995. Have you heard of the glowstone mug? This innovative mug is designed to keep coffee at the perfect temperature for up to an hour, with 30-minute cycles. Made of glossy white porcelain, it not only retains heat, but also enhances the flavors of the beverage. Its integrated heating system, which uses sensors to maintain the ideal temperature, ensures you enjoy every sip as if it were the first. It also features a light bar at the base that indicates when the beverage is at the perfect temperature, providing a classic and comfortable experience with every cup of coffee. After the successful release of The Parent Trap in 1998, many fans were convinced that Lindsay Lohan really had a twin sister, thanks to the magic of cinema. However, the truth is that Lohan doesn't have a twin, and it was she who played Hallie and Annie, the two sisters in the film. To achieve this effect, an innovative digital double technique was used, allowing Lohan to act twice in each scene. The special effects of the time were so advanced that they managed to fool a large number of viewers. The Dinka tribe, located in South Sudan, is home to some of the tallest people in the world, with an average height of 6 feet 1 inch. In this community, if someone is less than 5 feet 9 inches tall, they are considered short, reflecting a distinctive characteristic of their population. This phenomenon is largely due to genetic factors, as the Dinka have maintained their high average height over generations. Furthermore, their diet rich in milk and meat, especially from cattle, contributes to their physical development. The Goliath frog, the world's largest, can grow up to 12.6 inches long and weigh up to 7.3 pounds, making it a true giant of the animal kingdom. This impressive species inhabits the waters of West Africa, where its size stands out among other frogs and local creatures. Despite its size, it is an efficient hunter, feeding on insects, fish, and even small birds. Its large size has allowed it to adapt perfectly to its environment, making it one of the most fascinating and surprising species of African fauna. Formula One drivers face extreme conditions during races, losing between 4.4 and 8.8 pounds due to dehydration from temperatures inside the car, which can exceed 122 degrees Fahrenheit. To ensure safety and performance, the maximum weight allowed for a pilot, including their equipment, is 180 pounds, forcing taller pilots to strictly control their diet. In New Jersey, there is a curious grave in the middle of a parking lot, that of Mary Ellis, a British theater star. This strange place holds a profound history, as Mary used to wait there for her fiancé, who left with the promise of returning but never did. Her grave, in the middle of such an ordinary place as a parking lot, is a symbol of broken hope and uprooting. Mary Ellis's story reminds us how, sometimes, promises are never kept, a place that holds the memory of a lost love and an endless wait. In Finland, the Kakslautinen Arctic Resort has glass igloos where you can see the northern lights without leaving your bed. But don't worry, thermal glass keeps the interior warm while it's freezing outside. Located 155 miles south of the Arctic Circle, this hotel looks like something out of a winter fairy tale. Sleeping under the illuminated Arctic sky is like having your own private planetarium. Snow, magic, and auroras, all in one place. Would you dare to experience this incredibly frozen experience? In 2019, Mireia Belmonte trained on a treadmill inside a bubble connected to a Hyundai Nexo. This car doesn't expel pollution, but purified air, turning it into its own clean oxygen generator. In China, the Tianmen steel footbridge makes you feel like you're walking on air. At 4,593 feet long, it runs along the mountain and has a transparent glass floor, so you better not look down. They call it the Path of Faith for a reason, because you need courage to cross it without your legs shaking. But if you overcome your fear, you'll see the incredible Gate of Heaven, a natural arch worthy of a fantasy film. Simon Beck turns snow into a giant canvas, but instead of paintbrushes, he uses his feet. Wearing special shoes, he walks for hours to create enormous geometric designs that can only be seen from above. Before starting, he uses a compass and sketches to calculate each step precisely. But there's a problem. If it snows, his works disappear. Does that bother him? Not at all, as long as he manages to take a good photo. Ephemeral art at its finest. In Japan, they brought an anime airplane to life. The Open Sky M02J is inspired by the Moa, the ship from Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wind. This tailless glider takes off under propulsion for 10 minutes and then glides like in the movie, almost like flying in a Miyazaki dream. It's proof that fiction can inspire incredible inventions. In China, Hutuan Village looks like something out of a fantasy film. Once home to more than 2,000 people, its isolation made education and food supplies difficult. Little by little, the inhabitants left, and by 1994, the village was almost empty. But nature wasted no time. The houses were swallowed up by vines, creating a green and eerie landscape. Now, this ghost town covered in vegetation is a unique tourist destination. The Devil's Pool, located in Victoria Falls, is like a natural amusement park, but with a 354 feet drop. During the dry season, when the river levels drop, a pool forms at the very edge of the waterfall. Here, visitors can swim right at the edge of the abyss, with breathtaking views and no barriers separating them from the precipice. It's like a game of fall in or don't fall in. Only the bravest dare to enjoy this wild experience in the heart of Africa. In Japan, Botaoshi is a true case of organized chaos, where 150 players face off in a pitched battle for a goalpost. Two teams, one attacking and one defending, push, kick, and wrestle in a frenzy of strategy and brute force. This game, reminiscent of a mix of rugby, sumo, and martial arts, is one of the most intense spectacles at school festivals. It's played on enormous 984-feet fields, where the shouts and adrenaline create an almost epic scene. To win, the attacking team must tilt the opposing goalpost to within 30 degrees, while the defenders crowd around to prevent it. On the island of Mykonos, the Church of Panagia Paraportiani seems like something out of a white and blue dream. Its unique structure, made up of 5 fused chapels, gives it an almost sculptural feel, where the irregular becomes harmonious. Built between the 15th and 16th centuries, its whitewashed silhouette stands out against the intense blue of the sky and the Aegean Sea. Every angle reveals a new perspective, making it one of the most photographed churches in the world. Artist Matt Wilson turns old cutlery into striking sculptures that seem to come to life. Using recycled spoons, forks, and knives, he shapes majestic birds, detailed insects, and other dynamic figures. His talent transforms the everyday into art, creating pieces that capture the movement and essence of each creature. Originally from South Carolina, Wilson finds beauty in the discarded, giving these objects a second life. In the heart of the Swiss Alps, the Null Stern Hotel redefines luxury with a room without walls or ceiling. Here, guests sleep under a blanket of stars, surrounded by the immensity of nature. The suite includes only a double bed and 2 lamps, leaving the sky as the true ceiling. With no private bathrooms and the nearest one 16 kilometers away, the experience is for adventure lovers. At $260 a night, luxury isn't in the amenities, but in the pure connection with the environment. Glenn Berger has turned golf ball fishing into a multi-million-dollar business, although it's not exactly a relaxing sport. Diving into Florida lakes, he battles snakes and alligators to retrieve more than 1 million balls a year. His skill has allowed him to sell between 1.3 and 1.7 million balls internationally, amassing a fortune of $15 million. On average, he rescues about 5,480 balls a day, turning mud and danger into gold. The Curatas KR1 is any mecha fan's dream come true. A 13 feet, 8,800-pound steel colossus ready for battle. Created by Suidabashi Industries, this Japanese giant can be piloted and features articulated arms capable of holding objects with precision. Its most impressive detail is its left arm, equipped with 2 airsoft Gatling guns that fire 6,000 plastic bullets per minute. All this futuristic power comes at a price, and it isn't cheap. It costs around $1.3 million to acquire. Would you buy it if you had the money? Thumbelina is a miniature horse who looks like something out of a fairy tale, standing just 17 inches tall and weighing 57 pounds. Born in 2001 on a farm in Missouri, her tiny size is due to dwarfism, which makes her even more special. Despite being smaller than many dogs, she is completely healthy and leads a happy life. Her cuteness and rarity have made her a celebrity, earning her a place in the Guinness World Records as the world's smallest horse. At the very top of Los Angeles, the U.S. Bank Tower hides an attraction only for the brave, a glass slide suspended in the air. For $19, the most daring can slide from the 70th to the 69th floor, traveling 45 feet in an experience as brief as it is terrifying. As you descend, the city spreads out beneath your feet, with breathtaking views from the Hollywood Hills to the Pacific. This 1,017 feet skyscraper, the tallest in California, offers a unique blend of adrenaline and unforgettable panoramas. Would you dare to take the plunge? In Colombia, Caño Cristales resembles a liquid rainbow flowing between the mountains of the Serranía de la Macarena. Nicknamed the River of Five Colors, its astonishing palette of red, yellow, green, blue, and black makes it unique in the world. The secret of its beauty lies in the Macarenia clavigera, an aquatic plant that, when exposed to sunlight, transforms the water into a natural work of art. This spectacle only occurs between June and November, when conditions are perfect for the colors to come alive. In Singapore, choosing a drink becomes a game of surprise with anything and whatever, a line of soft drinks and iced teas with a curious and surprising drink name. The odd thing is that you can't know what flavor you'll get until you open the can, since the packaging is completely generic. The soft drinks can be cola, apple, or root beer, while the teas include options like peach, jasmine, and white grape. Would you dare to drink something without knowing what it is? With anything and whatever, surprise is guaranteed. Army and legionary ants are experts in the art of strategy, and their most impressive skill is forming living bridges. When they need to raid wasp hives, they create a living structure that connects two places, allowing them to avoid the difficulties of walking upside down. This ant bridge, formed by thousands of ants, is wide enough for them to cross in both directions without causing traffic jams. The Colossus of Prora, on the island of Rügen, is one of Europe's most impressive and obscure structures. Built between 1936 and 1939 by the Nazi regime as a gigantic holiday resort for soldiers and workers, its size is staggering, almost 3.1 miles long, designed to accommodate 20,000 people. Although it was never completed or used as originally intended, the complex remains a monument to the regime's ambition. The hairy toadfish is one of the ocean's strangest and most fascinating inhabitants. Native to the warm waters of Indonesia, this fish appears to be covered in hair, but it is actually branches that help it camouflage itself among corals and algae. With this ingenious disguise, it can stalk its prey undetected. Despite its peculiar appearance, its body is solid and scaleless, and it can grow up to 20 centimeters in length. Kim Godman, from the United States, has stunned the world with her incredible ability to protrude her eyeballs up to 12 millimeters out of their sockets, a talent that has earned her a Guinness World Record. This astonishing skill has made her a popular figure, appearing on television programs and live events where audiences are mesmerized by her performance of this peculiar trick. In 2023, during the Digit Technology Fair, a humanoid robot named Digit collapsed after working nonstop for 20 hours, causing a stir on social media. Theories quickly began to circulate, with many speculating that the robot had become exhausted and fainted from the exertion. However, Agility Robotics clarified that the collapse was not caused by fatigue, but by a technical failure. The Acreoptera phallax is one of the most impressive stick insects found in Madagascar. Males of this species stand out for their bright electric blue color, with greenish highlights and orange spines along their femurs. Furthermore, their metallic black wings and spiny legs give them a majestic and ferocious air. Despite their size, reaching up to 20 centimeters, they do not like to form large colonies like other stick insect species. This is Herden, the world's most wrinkled cat. This peculiar feline has captivated thousands of internet users with his unique appearance, which many compare to that of a human brain due to his deep wrinkles and expressive face. He currently has nearly 35,000 followers on Instagram who adore his unmistakable look. Jordan is a Sphinx cat, a breed famous for its lack of hair and its slim, slender body. Do you know who inspired Shrek? Maurice Tillet, a famous wrestler, was the inspiration for the iconic character Shrek. Maurice suffered from acromegaly, a condition that causes abnormal growth of bones and limbs. Although he dreamed of being an actor, his illness led him to abandon that dream and dedicate himself to wrestling, where he became a champion. He was known as the Ogre of the Ring. Did you know the sea panda? This fascinating animal has a skeletal, translucent appearance that makes it look like a panda from another world. It lives in the rocks, reefs, and shells of oceans around the planet. The curious thing is that, despite its peculiar appearance, it is an invertebrate. Did you know that Demi Lovato and Selena Gomez were best friends? In 2008, before they were even famous, they recorded YouTube videos together, where they shared fun moments and their close friendship. Their videos reflected their youthful energy and the special connection they had. Do you know the world's largest Barbie collection? Bettina Dorfman, a 63-year-old German woman, has spent 19 years collecting more than 18,000 Barbie dolls, becoming the world's largest collector. Her astonishing collection was recognized by the Guinness Book of World Records and is impressive not only for its size, but also for the variety and rarity of the dolls it houses. At the 2022 Met Gala, Kim Kardashian stunned everyone by wearing an iconic dress that belonged to Marilyn Monroe, valued at $4.8 million. This dress was the same one Monroe wore in 1962 to sing Happy Birthday to President John F. Kennedy during his famous anniversary. A truly historic fashion moment, merging the legacy of two great icons. Fusaichi Pegasus was such a stunning thoroughbred horse that its value reached $70 million, making it one of the most expensive in the world. In 2000, it won the Kentucky Derby, dazzling the world with its speed and strength, attracting jockeys from all over the globe. After his victory, he was auctioned off and purchased by the Colmore stud breeder for that impressive sum. However, in 2023, at the age of 26, Fusaichi Pegasus passed away due to old age. Meet Antoine Moses, a true Canadian hero who has dedicated his life to reforesting forests. With an unwavering commitment to the environment, he managed to break the Guinness World Record by planting more than 23,060 trees in just 24 hours. This achievement is just a glimpse into his passion for nature, as he has planted more than 1.3 million trees across Canada. Did you know that fish wheelchairs exist? Although they don't have wheels in the traditional sense, some fish wheelchairs function as floats that allow them to maintain stability. These chairs are made of polyethylene foam and are used to help fish with mobility issues float and move around easily. In addition to commercial models, there are also homemade chairs created by hobbyists to ensure fish can move freely in the water. On September 26, 2024, a stunning drone show in Shenzhen, China, broke two Guinness World Records. 10,197 drones were flown simultaneously, setting the record for the largest number of drones in the air simultaneously, as well as creating the largest aerial image ever captured by drones. The entire show was controlled by a single computer and celebrated the 75th National Day of the People's Republic of China. It also paid tribute to Shenzhen's cultural heritage by displaying iconic landmarks such as the Great Wall of China in the sky. Meet the only restaurant in the world where paying for being mistreated is part of the experience, Karen's Diner. Founded in 1993 in New York City, This restaurant offers delicious burgers, but with a unique twist. The service is intentionally terrible. Forget politeness or smiles. Here the waiters will insult you, argue with you, and treat you badly. The most expensive accessory in Oscar history was the Tiffany diamond necklace worn by Lady Gaga in 2019. This stunning yellow diamond, known as the Tiffany diamond, is valued at $30 million. Weighing 128.54 carats, the diamond was discovered in South Africa in 1877. It became world famous when Audrey Hepburn wore it in promotional photos for breakfast at Tiffany's. And this is all Zarpado, people. Don't forget to like and subscribe to Many Facts and Curiosities.